Hi, I'm the University of Colorado's Dr. Jackson Crawford. In the saga of the Volsungs, available in a new translation by me in September 2017, together with its medieval fanfic sequel, the saga of Ragnar Lothbrok, there is a scene where the hero Sigurdur comes to a cliff where the giant dragon Fofnir has been accustomed to take a drink of water from the stream below, perhaps not unlike this cliff and the stream behind me here. There, he confronts Regin, the smith who has raised him and who is the dragon's brother. It's kind of a long story. And says, Regin, you said that this was just a snake of normal size. And Regin says, oh no, I still think this is in the normal range of size for snakes. Well, the word used in Old Norse for dragons, snakes, and worms is typically the same word, ormr, which is related to the English word worm. You may notice that in many English words where there's a W before an O or a U, the cognate or related Norse word does not have the W or V. So ormr is worm, orth is word, Odin is Woden, which goes into English Wednesday, Olver is wolf, etc. So the dragons that we see in Old Norse are often called just worm or snake, and it seems that for the most part they move like a worm or a snake without legs. Fofnir is said to slither along in the grass, and Sigurdur, when he kills him, waits in a hole that he's dug in his trail to stab the dragon from below. For the most part, they don't seem to fly, although the dragon Nidhogr, which chews the roots of the great world tree Yggdrasil, and which will survive Ragnarok and terrorize the world after ours, does fly, and he's even said to have feathers in his wings. Many sagas feature dragons. In fact, the saga of Ragnar Lothbrok features Ragnar, the hero of the Vikings TV show, receiving his name Lothbrok, which means shaggy pants or shaggy chaps, from a pair of shaggy chaps that he wears when he kills a dragon. And then many of the Icelandic sagas, even, which are fairly realistic for the most part, feature someone who was said to have killed a dragon in the past. So there was something of an acceptance for the notion that dragons were real somewhere. And for the most part, it was agreed that they were basically like large snakes, although that some could fly. Another famous dragon or dragon-like creature is the Midgard serpent. In Old Norse, that's Midgard's ormr. Sometimes he's called Jormungandr. That is not his name, that's just another descriptor. It just means giant monster. Jormungandr, or Midgard's ormr, encircles the earth, biting his tail. He lives in the outer ocean around the lands that humans live on, Midgardr. And Thor famously fishes for him one time, but he fails to catch Midgard's ormr because the giant who's with him, Hymir, cuts the fishing line just as Thor is bringing the serpent up above the water. And Midgard's ormr and Thor will kill each other in the end at Ragnarok. Well, I hope this has given you something of an introduction to the dragons of Norse mythology, and from the wilderness of the American West, I'm wishing you all the best.